Episode 5. The Last Tudor. I am married to England. That's what she told her advisors, and the world believed her. But behind the glittering crown, the Queen carried a loneliness that no empire could fill. By the 1580s, Queen Elizabeth I stood at the peak of her power. England was rich, its navy ruled the seas. Poets sang her praises, painters immortalized her beauty, and her people called her Gloriana, the Shining One. But every day brought a new threat. Spain's King Philip, once her brother-in-law, now plotted her death. The Pope had excommunicated her. And at home, Catholic conspirators whispered in dark corners, believing that England needed a true queen, Mary, Queen of Scots. Mary was everything Elizabeth wasn't, married, Catholic, and mother to a son. But she was also reckless. When letters revealed Mary's hand in a plot to assassinate Elizabeth, the Virgin Queen was faced with the hardest choice of her reign. For days she hesitated. Could she truly order the death of her own cousin, another queen? When she finally signed the warrant in 1587, her hand trembled. When the axe fell, it split more than Mary's neck. It split Elizabeth's heart. The years that followed tested her like never before. Spain launched the Armada, the greatest fleet the world had ever seen. On 30 ships, 30,000 men, a storm of iron and faith sent to crush Protestant England. As panic spread through London, Elizabeth refused to hide. She rode to her troops at Tilbury, clad in silver armor that glimmered in the sun. And she spoke the words that would echo for centuries. I know I have the body of a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and stomach of a king, and a king of England, too. The crowd erupted. Her courage lit a fire that no cannon could extinguish. The Armada was destroyed by storm and strategy, and England's fate changed forever. From that moment, Elizabeth became the voice of an era. But glory has a price. Elizabeth's beauty faded, her friends grew old, and she remained alone. The court whispered that she was vain, that she feared time more than death. Yet those close to her saw the truth. She was not afraid of age, but of being forgotten. As the 1590s drew on, she faced a new generation of courtiers who saw her as a relic. The young and arrogant Earl of Essex, once her favorite, dared to defy her. When he led a rebellion against the crown, Elizabeth was forced to do the unthinkable. She ordered his execution. It broke her spirit. She had sacrificed love, family, and happiness, all for her throne. And though she had saved England, she had no heir. When her advisors begged her to marry, she smiled sadly and said, "If I follow the inclination of my nature, it is this, to live and die a virgin." She would be the last Tudor. No husband, no children, but a nation reborn. When she finally lay dying in 1603, she left behind a kingdom strong, unified, and ready for greatness. The sun would never again set on England's power, because Elizabeth had taught her people to believe in themselves. 5 lessons from the last Tudor. 1. Leadership demands sacrifice. Elizabeth gave up personal happiness for the good of her people, and that made her immortal. 2. Never let fear dictate your choices. Whether facing the Armada or betrayal, she acted with courage when others hesitated. 3. Reputation is armor. She built an image so powerful that no enemy could separate her from her crown. 4. Love and power rarely coexist. Her life reminds us that greatness often demands solitude. 5. True legacy comes from vision, not bloodline. Though she ended her dynasty, she birthed a new era, the Golden Age of England. Closing narration. She was the flame that refused to fade, the queen who ruled without a king. And though her bloodline ended, her story became eternal. This was Queen Elizabeth I, the last Tudor.